Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Donnie Williams Show, the show where I, Todd Anderson, tell a story from my years as an actor at the behest of a man named Donald Williams. Um, One time, I auditioned for a independent romantic comedy, and it was a gay romantic comedy. And I auditioned for a part in a scene as half of a married gay couple who had just adopted a child. And I thought I did pretty good on the audition, but they didn't cast me in that part. Instead, from whatever I had done, they decided I would be really good as a violent homophobe in their movie. Yeah. So my character recurs, throughout the narrative as this thorn in the side of the lead, this bully, homophobic bully, who had moved into his neighborhood in New York, and in one scene, um, you just hear my voice from across the street screaming homophobic slurs at him, and there's just a moment where you see the back of my head. That's what they used to sell it, because everything I shot was in L.A. actually, not in New York. They went back and forth. It was a bi-coastal production. Anyway, so you saw the back of my head, and you saw me throwing, and then I'm just screaming homophobic insults, and so they had to get on audio a bunch of me screaming horrible things. So the way this was accomplished was that on my last day of shooting, they did this thing called wild lines. When you're done with a shoot or a day of shooting or a project or whatever, they'll do wild lines, like pickups of sound that they either need for off camera or maybe just to make sure they got it. If they have to use if the audio when they were shooting gets screwed up, they have it. It doesn't necessarily require a post session of ADR. Anyway, so I'm doing these wild lines, which was me just being fed homophobic slurs by the gay director of the movie, and me shouting them at a microphone. And what was funny is a person in this movie was an actor I greatly admired, and her name is Parker Posey. So it was very funny. She was sitting next to the director, just watching us work together, and the sound people, and he's feeding me more and more bizarre homophobic slurs, and I'm yelling them angrily at the top of my lungs. And Parker Posey's just sitting there watching this transpire and trying to keep it together because she thinks it's hilarious. And yeah, it was just a moment I'll never forget. I like that Parker Posey. She's fun. I'm not a homophobe. This has been a Blursh production. Blur.